So obviously, that was a fail. If you are joining in again, if you are not joining in, you're joining in for the first time. We just tried to take out a dragon, and the dragon raked us by the coals. So, right now, Bull is dying repeatedly, and I have to figure out how the hell to keep Bull alive long enough. But for now, people are ready. I'm gonna go into the thing. So it's Sarah, Bull, and Cassandra that are best for that dragon. So let's go ahead. We'll finish the left to grieve one here in a moment after we talk to the council.
I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Okay, let's go back to the Exalted Plains and finish that quest. Dorian and Bull, and who's coming with them this time? It's not Varric. Who is it? Or Solus. Solus is obnoxious. Blackwall! Yay! Perm. Okay, so we found it. We've got 2 more to go, and I'm closest to finding this one, which I believe, if I remember correctly, it's up here. If I can get up there, 'tis the question. It's in the ramparts, fuck.
We look around.
Just keep scooting backwards. That's right? Bottles of Thetis. Wow.
Skull on a stick. What charming customs you have here.
Hmm. Okay. So we have one more letter to find. We're done. I'm stuck on a pole. Cool. Oh, there's our camp. I'm gonna take a rest. And we're gonna spin again for our next third character. Sarah.
Visitor, I've something for you.
Cool. A requisition, a request. Okay. Never let it be said I cannot defend myself. Because I certainly can.
Well, that's gruesome.
Never mind.
These demons will be the death of us. Been at this post over a day. Before the elves were given this land, I understand it was mostly forest. You can hardly tell.
found anything yet?
I brought back the personal effects of your fallen soldiers.
This will mean much to loved ones left behind. I cannot thank you enough.
Okay.
What is this now?
Okay.
This might interest you, sir.
Okay. Just fade rips now.
Supplies, monsieur.
There they are.
Elfie elves, get ready for proper culture, blah blah.
And Iran and Hishan, my sister. It is good to see another of the people in this place from which we all came. Still beautiful, isn't it? Even with scars left by the Shemlin War and all the troubles that followed.
What troubles you, Haran?
Where do I start, Delenn? The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arvils, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Bar Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I can deal with that for you.
Stay alert, Delenn. Spirits are dangerous, and be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Bar Balanaris is sacred ground. Dareth Shirao, Delenn.
Anethara, sister. May I ask, traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Helen? I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could gain her trust. I could protect her. Dareth Shirao.
Elkanan, the stores are so low.
You seem troubled.
It's nothing. Just our stores. With the Shem War and the demons, replenishing them has been difficult. For one, we're almost out of herbs, and we lack materials to repair the Aravals. I don't even remember. There's so much we're missing. It's all written in my ledger.
You were the one they called the Dareth Shirah.
Greetings to you. At this rate, we'll never be on our way.
Hmm. Okay, Cullen is ready. There's a couple other things that are ready. I'd like to upgrade my potions, but If you know what I'm doing, you probably already guess what I'm doing, but that's okay. I have elf fruit in here.
Where did demons come from?
Mages. The Fates. Where did they come from? The Maker's first children, I think. And who let them become old gods? I don't know. The firstborn are spoiled shit.
While we're here, we might as well do this. Spin the wheel for a character.
Inquisitor.
So Iron Bowl is next, sorry.
Inquisitor? Right.
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Did you always
But-
know?
Yes. It's not the most fortunate thing to know about yourself growing up in Tevinter, one rung above slavery.
In Kunadar, creme would be an Akunatlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know a tavern with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield we'll gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Blackwall is next.
Are you sure? Maker and lady.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
This cutscene.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Now, if you go back down there, I think Bull will be gone. I think. Or not Bull. Blackwall will be gone. And we get to know the truth about our warden. Quotation marks here.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
He just appeared out of thin air.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
He would not have left unless he had a good reason.
It is not for me to speculate on Blackwall's motivations. Sister Leliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Is this what war is like?
Never been.
Dorian. Blackwall. What do I want to bring? I don't want to scar some people. Cole especially. I brought Cole one time. That scarred Cole so hard. Ah, we're gonna have to bring Cole. Sorry, Cole. Oh, I'm gonna scar the poor kid.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Who's this man to Blackwall? A brother? A friend?
They're going to kill him.
Good grasp of the obvious, this one.
Proceed. Stop! A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Well, shit. No one wants to speak on that? Okay.
And when it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was the point?
You swear it's true. They saw her in Valhalla.
Full retreat, it sounds like, from a game that you helped build. I would.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You think your death will make up for what you did?
Isn't it a start? Why are you here?
I needed you to know you aren't alone in this.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Yep. So this might come out a little late, but those of
I
you.
have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
This is helpful. Or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
So anyway, my brother just came in. People who were getting the new copy of the Star Wars Outlaws game. It isn't as good as some people have, or how Ubisoft has hyped it. I'm not gonna buy any more Assassin's Creed games for a while. I'm very happy with Valhalla. Valhalla is really good. But I'm not gonna be buying them anytime soon. I buy them on sale anyway. There's a lot of other things that I'm probably gonna wait for. But Veiled Edge, or Veilguard. That's the one, Veilguard. Looks really good. Veilguard looks really great. I'm super excited for it. It may be the more looking better game than anything else.
Inquisitor. With rifts contained in the area, we can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree. Are you well?
Vivian.
Ahead.
Far be it for me to... My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
As much as I hate Vivian, I could never lie to her. How about that? That's just the way I am, though. Solas! You're up.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Sharau, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits? Broken promises? Half-truths?
It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
I had a question. How can I see just a pair of pointy ears when I've got a pair of pointy ears, dude? That's my question. Josie!
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montiliers' fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
I am trying to force this romance, and I will force this romance at any cost.
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess Florian disgraced.
There is no doubt. Captain Tom.
Then you've received word.
No mistaking an order from the Empress.
Then we are at your disposal.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archive. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montily's trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
Oh, sorry.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilyet. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
I thought you were remarkably well informed about a secret assassin's guild.
We are hardly secret, my dear Inquisitor, just normally much more reclusive. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Okay, while my companions are having a crazy fit about where they're walking, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If I can find the button.